G'day, it's Dave here from Lens Featured and Citifarm at Kelso. If you're watching this video, you're probably interested in one of the few jobs that we've got available right now at either Lens Featured at Jensen or Citifarm out at Kelso. Before we get too started, I just want to say I'm not a professional speaker and I'm not necessarily politically correct, so if anything that we say here is wrong or offends you, please accept my apologies in advance. This video is about 5 or 10 minutes long. It's just going to give you a bit more information about the jobs that we've got, what type of person that we're looking for, what type of person we don't want, and what to do on the next steps to your application, how to proceed from here. We have 3 jobs coming available. 2 of them are at Lens and 1 of them is at Citifarm. The main job at Lens is the sales supervisor role. That's about 35 hours a week. And we're also looking for like a sales assistant, like a junior sales assistant, to do 3 days or 3 afternoons during the week. It's about 9 hours, so 3 3-hour days. We're also looking for a sales supervisor at our Kelso store, Citifarm at Kelso, and that's about 36 hours a week. The schedule for these jobs, basically the Lens job. The supervisor's job for Lens will be, at this stage, will be Monday through to Thursday, 2 o'clock till 6 o'clock in the afternoon, all day on Friday, which will be 9 till 6, and all day on Saturday, which is 9 till 4. For that junior role at Lens, it is Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday from 3 till 6. For the sales supervisor's role at Citifarm at Kelso, the days at this stage will be Monday through to Thursday from 9 till 6. One of the things that we do is our businesses are open 6 and 7 days a week, so we do need people who can work the weekends. It may not be in your schedule at the moment, but things do change a little bit, and so one of the requirements is that you are available for weekend work when it's required or according to how the schedule changes. Moving on to some of the tasks that are required for the senior sales supervisors. You will be basically responsible for running of the shop on the daily operations. That's opening and closing up the shop, serving customers whether they walk in or they phone through, or maybe they place an order through our website. You'll be responsible for handling cash and banking and reconciliation of your money. You'll be responsible for entering data into the computer system. You'll be responsible for lots and lots of housekeeping. We're a bit of a grubby place. We need to sweep the floor lots and lots. You're going to be responsible for looking after some animals. So we have chooks on site, baby chickens, adult chickens. Sometimes we have guinea pigs and other bits. And we're not a pet shop, so we don't really have dogs and cats and that type of stuff. But we do have birds, so chooks, roosters, and they need to be looked after. Purchasing of stock, so order some of the purchasing of the stock that we need, booking that stock in, stock control, so where you'll be involved in stock takes and making sure that what our actual stock is matches what our computer says. Some of the marketing stuff that we do, so writing up signs, displays, that type of stuff. Making up small bags, so we do we make up small bags out of big bags for people that need smaller quantities. Operating a forklift, so we obviously have heavy stuff on our site, so it's all about loading and unloading of trucks and driving a forklift as well. For the junior role out at Lens, predominantly that role will be a little bit about housekeeping, so sweeping the floor, raking hay, that type of stuff, filling up molasses, looking after the animals, so feeding them, watering, cleaning the cages out, that type of thing. Making up any small bags that are required, loading customers' cars, and you'll also be involved in serving customers as well. But predominantly you're going to be helping out the senior person by running around and helping them do all the sort of smaller jobs, and getting involved with the customers when they're needed. You also likely maybe some mowing, whippersnippering, that type of thing, depending on how old you are. That sort of job is probably suited to somebody who's at school at the moment and can come down in the afternoons after school. Because of the business that we're in, manual handling is a part of what we do. We do carry a lot of bags, and some of them are quite heavy. The average size is about 20 to 25 kilos. We do get some products that go up to 30. I think we even have one product that occasionally is a 40 kilo bag. So there is lots of manual handling in what we do, and we load customers' cars up. So manual handling is not an option. You are required to carry the bags. We do have some assistance and help and trolleys and forklifts and that type of stuff. But at the end of the day, there is a fair amount of manual handling involved in what we do. So I want to be very upfront about that, so that if you do struggle in that area, that we're upfront about that with what we expect. If you maybe have a previous back injury, or you have trouble, or you're not physically fit, then that could be a problem for you. We're better off talking about that up front. In saying that, our people are not bodybuilders who go to the gym every day, but they, if you've owned a horse maybe before, you've got a fair idea of what it's like to throw bales and hay around the place, or bags of chaff. So, but it is, manual handling is something that we do have to talk about. We do train you how to lift it. We'll show you the right things to do, but it is part of what we do. It's not optional not to do that. Our job in our environment is dirty. We sell hay, which is messy. We can get dusty. We work in the heat. Most of the time we're not working in air conditioning. Citifarm does have an air conditioner, but we do run that sometimes when it's bad. But generally, we're not working in air conditioned. And sometimes, some of the times, we can be working out in the sun. So it is a hot, sweaty, dirty environment that we work in. So if you're not the type of person, if that bothers you, then this isn't the type of job for you. You need to be prepared to get down, get dirty, get hot and sweaty, and not be worried about that. Some of the traits of the type of people that we're looking for. One of the first things for us is honesty, integrity, and reliability. You're going to be involved in our money. You're going to be involved in our equipment and our stock purchasing, and of course our biggest asset, our customers. So I've got to be able to trust you, and you've got to demonstrate that you're honest and that you've got integrity. I mean, that you're reliable. You've got to show up. We're a small team, so we can't have slackers that keep pulling sickies and that type of thing. So they're some valuable traits that we're looking for in a person. We want workaholics. We want people that are going to get the job done. I don't want people who are spend all their time whinging about it's too hard, or it's too hot, or whatever. We've got a job to do. We've got to get in and get it done. So I'm looking for people that want to work hard. I want people who are motivated. So I don't want to have to kick you up the pants around the place. I want you to be able to get the stuff done. Whether you're working on your own or whether you're working with a team environment, you've got to be self-motivated to keep things moving. And particularly if you're working in a team environment, you've got to keep the other people motivated and moving too. If you're working at Lens, you're generally going to be working with a second person, either whether it be the truck driver or the junior, or Roslyn or myself. If you're working out at Citifarm, a lot of the times that you do spend on your own, particularly in the mornings, and then usually our truck driver Pat arrives and you unload the stock and prepare his delivery. So you do have somebody coming in for a couple of hours. But a lot of the time you are on your own, so you do need to be able to keep yourself going and moving without necessarily having me looking over your shoulder all the time. You've got to be friendly. You've got to be much more friendly than I am. You've got to be likeable, and you've got to be outgoing. You can see I'm not that outgoing and friendly and likeable, but that's why I need people in the shops. You've got to be able to get on with people, and our customers are very important to us. So it's very important that you can get on well with people. You need to be well groomed, and by that I mean like clean shaven if you're a fella, or dress nicely, appropriately is more the point. We don't wear singlets and daggy stuff and that type of stuff. We expect our sales